out in the world, along city streets, or even at your local park, you may have noticed a considerable number of benches. What you don't know is that for every bench, a selection of gentlemen are chosen to sit upon them. These gentlemen must put their respective benches to the test by sitting, drinking, and most importantly, talking complete and utter shit. Until now, these specialists and their conversations have been hidden behind their phones, and in rare circumstances, assorted newspapers. For the first time, you have the privilege to listen to these gentlemen do what they do best. Sit back, open a brewski, and enjoy.
Hello, and welcome to Gentlemen on the Bench.
Back at it again.
Yeah, so Saul's having some technical difficulties at the moment. So it's a Scott and Jason filled episode where what wacky adventures will we get onto today? Who knows?
We're about to find out.
But yeah, we reckon that we'll just have a bit of banter. There's been some things going on the last week. We're both Pokemon fans, and
Yes.
you know, coming weeks we've got Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I do realise that this might be a very alienating episode of the podcast, because I consider you and I to be quite well-rounded when it comes to media. You know, when it comes to both films and games and stuff like that, we've got a nice, generally broad range to talk about. Yeah. And yeah, so honest opinions. What are your current opinions on the state of Pokemon?
God. Way back. I think it's slowly been going downhill since X and Y and things. Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire kind of brought it back, but then dropped back down after Sun and Moon. It's like the good old times of not having just one EXP share and everything getting XP.
Yeah. It's a pretty similar opinion. The state of Pokemon has been. It's weird because we've had a lot of controversies over the last 2 years. I feel like Sword and Shield probably brought them all the way up, but
Yeah.
I remember when Sun and Moon came out, and just for the sake of interest and topicalness, what was your first Pokemon game?
Oh God, mine that would have to be Emerald on the Game Boy.
My God, you know what? I have played every generation of Pokemon game, but I think that the only like enhanced or special edition of Pokemon game I've not played is Emerald.
Yeah.
I have to get around to that at some point this year. Mine was Pokemon Yellow, and I remember it very specifically because I got a bootleg at a car boot sale of what I thought was Pokemon Yellow. It had Pikachu on the front, but it turned out that it was Tiny Toons.
Oh yeah.
The Looney Tunes spin-off. It was a weird Game Boy spin-off of that, but someone just hacked Pikachu into the game, and that's what I had. But then I eventually got the actual Pokemon Yellow and went through that.
People won't buy this Looney Tunes thing. Just let Pikachu on. He'll buy it.
There's some guy sitting in his basement thinking to himself, "Oh, we need to make this profitable. We need to do something with this. No one's buying your games." But yeah, so we both grew up with the versions of Pokemon when they were, let's say, more traditional. They were a lot more focused on skill. You know, you couldn't just run through an area non-stop. You actually had to get this. You actually had to train your Pokemon.
You had to level them all up, then beat the gym, then go on to the next part.
Yeah. There was a sense of challenge involved. I know people like new fans of Pokemon probably won't know what the word challenge is anymore. I jest. If you are a fan of the current iterations of Pokemon, power to you. But
Having to try and guess what Pokemon's type's going to be and what it looks like.
yeah. But yeah, it feels like it hits. We had Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, and then after that, it feels like that whoever was in charge at Game Freak had like a different plan in mind when it came to doing that sort of stuff, like with the difficulty level. Like they're trying to make it more accessible. So instead of having EXP share be something that you actually had to earn, like Fire Red is one of my favorite games. Period.
Yeah.
And you have to capture a certain amount of Pokemon. So it's quite a big milestone as well, I think. But you have to capture quite a large amount of Pokemon individually, and then you go to Professor Oak, and then he gives you the EXP share. And even then, the EXP share can only be used on one Pokemon. You can only apply it to one single Pokemon.
They remember in like Diamond and Pearl and Black and White, like this one item you found randomly in the forest, like you found the XP, put it on one Pokemon. Sword
Yeah,
and Shield Awakening's like it's a key item. It's never turning off.
it's never turned off. Oh, Sword and Shield killed the momentum. I remember starting it thinking, okay, even if this is a bit like Sun and Moon. My issue with Sun and Moon is it was too hand-holdy. I didn't feel like there was a single moment throughout the entire game where there wasn't a companion with you until right at the end with the totem battles. But Sword and Shield had this weird obsession with just rushing you through the game, even though I like it looked. It was on a scale that we hadn't seen a Pokemon game before. It was out of perspective, and it was a lot more cinematic.
But they found like got the stats, and next thing I'm in the Champion Football League things like you decided like 10 minutes ago.
Just get here's your regional champion for the game, by the way. It's like, oh, okay. There's no build up to that, no mystery. Like, remember Cynthia? Remember the build up to Cynthia? How long it took for us to actually get a glimpse of her? And even when we did get a glimpse of her, you got to see her battle other people before you fought her. Here it's like, okay, you see the champion battle before you actually get around to fighting him. But even beforehand, it's not showing off his power. He's still weak. So when you get up to the end, it just feels like everything's been on autopilot. Oh, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the day when we get a Pokemon game where it's got auto battle in it, and all you have to do is press a button, and it just plays itself. But yeah, so Pokemon Legends Arceus was announced last year as sort of like the 25th anniversary. Like, here's the thing you've all been waiting for: an open world Pokemon game, and it looked like a PlayStation 2 title, but which isn't inherently bad. I can still play plenty of PS2 titles, but it was the fact that it was a Nintendo Game Freak in the year 2022 PlayStation 2 looking titles.
All these really cool looking cutscenes, all these Pokemon designs, and then this came.
Sword and Shield looks better than this, and I can't believe I'm saying that. It's really awkward. It is. Because I do think the biggest issue I actually have with this game so far, just looking at it, is graphics. The color scheme, the way the art style is, Pokemon animations, or rather lack of. It feels like it's going to be one of those Pokemon games where every Pokemon attacks in the same way. They're very stilted. I can't remember which Pokemon it was specifically in the trailer. I think it might have been it wasn't a Rowlet. I don't think it was. If it was, then I'm tripping. But it like did a backflip and its eyes were unblinking. So throughout the entire thing, it was just staring dead on. But yeah, gameplay wise, I don't really have too much of an issue. We were just talking before we start this about rather I was bleeding my love for the Monster Hunter franchise, and this looks more in line with something like that. So the map itself looks like it's split to zones.
Whereas if on those just gonna be massive open worlds, like, no, it's all split off.
Yeah, and you'd think that would be actually for the best, right? Because smaller areas means that they have to, at the very least, come up with one interesting thing per area.
Yeah.
So, like a landmark. But then, as we were saying before we were recording, the gameplay trailer showed off a section where you're flying for a bit, and literally it was over this big snowy region, and it looked dead. It looked like there was nothing there.
There's no buildings, no trees, nothing.
And the pace that that the character was flying at, it was slow, or at least the world was big. And I don't know which is worse. If it was that the world was big and there was nothing in it, I think that's probably worse, because then you're going to be spending hours and hours and hours of walking to somewhere. But I'm actually curious with how this is going to work, because the typical Pokemon structure is you get your starting Pokemon, you go out into the world, you do gyms one by one in a very linear fashion, and then you fight the big boss of the big bosses of the entire region, which are the Elite Four, followed by a champion. And then after that, credits roll, you've done it. Congratulations, have a run about the world. There might be some more things to explore. This looks like, are there
When
even
you do that,
yeah, I mean, I don't mind if they got rid of it, but are there even gyms in this game or
I don't
anything
know,
like
it doesn't
that?
look it. Because it looks like
Let's
it's
have a
only the Jubilee Village, if anything. Nothing, none of the other towns have been shown.
Oh. Oh, so okay, I do actually remember this. So, from the Nintendo Direct that they had when they were talking about it, I think it was like late last year. It says that instead of organized gyms and Pokemon League, they have human wardens who are sort of like checkpoints. They're there to test how strong you are at that moment in time in the game. So it does sound like it's going to be like Monster Hunter esque. So Jubilife Village is going to be a hub for missions, and then you go out into the world, complete the missions, go back, and then you level up your Pokemon, your gear and stuff, and then the stronger you get, the more powerful Pokemon you can take on, and the more um vast regions you can go to later on. So I'm guessing like the summit of the mountain might be like an end goal.
Yeah.
I should hope so.
Where Arceus is probably going to show up, if anything.
Yeah, I'm really curious with how they're going to handle that, because something that I wasn't too happy with Pokemon Pokemon in the last year specifically was their remakes of Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
The games themselves are fine, but it's the fact they didn't do Platinum.
It's
Which,
like, up until then, it's like, you had the main two and then a little third spin off thing. After that, it was just the main two. It's like, what happened?
yeah, I mean, Platinum had like more story beats in it as well. They actually delved into Arceus a lot more heavily than they did in Diamond and Pearl. Maybe that's an excuse for making this, but I feel like Arceus has already sort of got his story told. So yeah, considering that he's meant to be like the god of all Pokemon, you'd feel like that this would be quite a plot-heavy game, but I don't think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, oh look, this team over here. What one of the factions of this game there isn't it like it's not. Hang on, I'm gonna type in. Yeah, Galaxy Team. Okay, Galaxy Team, who are meant to be like the new sort of like what's the word? The people that are issuing you missions.
Yeah, the little thing you have to sign up with.
Yeah, the main dude looks like Cyrus, and I can't get over it. So Team Galaxy, Team Galactic.
Coincidence?
I think that this is going to try and go for a bit more of a black and white style story where they're trying to go through like it's not complicated, but something a bit heavier than most Pokemon games. Where they're like, oh, he's actually a bad guy the entire time. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with any story in a Pokemon game, to be honest. I feel like that we haven't gotten a proper one in so long.
Yeah.
I think the best we got was Sun and Moon with the what was the Pokemon's name? The weird cloud one.
Cloud.
Yeah. The legendary, the main legendary for that one. Oh, it wasn't him. Oh, him. It wasn't the Sun and Moon Pokemons. It was the one that was like the companions. Oh, that's it. Cosmog.
That's the one.
Yeah.
The
Like
puppy cloud thing.
Yeah, with the weird like cosmic pom poms.
Yeah.
I feel like they might be aiming for that sort of route where it's like there's something a bit bigger going on than just Arceus, which sounds a bit weird.
Yeah.
Bigger than Arceus. I feel like that once you've reached the god of all Pokemon, you've sort of hit a ceiling.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we'll come up with a new game. What type of legend should we go for? Go for God. No, we've already done that one.
God himself. But it has been confirmed that we are getting some other legendaries in this as well. Let's find out. Legendaries. It feels weird typing in Pokemon Legends Arceus legendaries.
All the legends are coming back for it. Oh boy.
Oh my god. That's a bit overkill. Like, okay, but what happens when you catch like one of them? Doesn't that retcon anything that happens in the future?
Probably.
Yeah, so unfortunately the whole thing with was it Zekrom? Like, yep, that never happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, that never happened because some trainer back in like the 19th century picked up a Pokemon. Uxie, Mesprit. Yeah, they're going for all of them. That's very. Oh, or do they have the boy? Do they have? Hang on, Pokemon. I want to see if they got Dustox. It'd be very, very weird and awkward if they did. It's not Dustox. What's his name? Deoxys. That's it. Oh god, I'm going cross-eyed.
Because way back with mystery gifts, you literally had to go out into a game or somewhere, like ask for other things. Now it's like, we'll just give it through the internet. It's like, that wasn't the whole point of it.
There's just like here's a cardboard box with Arceus in it, the god of all Pokemon, just handed to you. And Deoxys is here like in a Happy Meal.
Oh no.
Yeah, Deoxys isn't in it. Okay, well that's one bit of continuity they got right. But Giratina's in it, so that makes no sense. Why is Giratina? Giratina's like in his own dimension at the moment. He's not meant to be chilling. He's not meant to be over here until like the whole like universe gets disturbed. Oh. Well,
It really
anyway,
gets annoyed because Yoga and Pokia stuff, and it's like, why bring him in?
yeah. That's true, actually. The Alchem Palkia shouldn't even. No. Thinking about Pokemon lore hurts my head because
It's too much.
it's weird. Because you've got. So the anime kept things simple, right? The anime was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is just weird. We just acknowledge that's weird, and we're not really going to talk too much about it. It's just we're just going to focus on having a good time. And then the games are like, hey, by the way, the Pokemon lore is about as extensive as like Dark Souls. You want to know? You want to know how the universe was made in Pokemon? Which universe? There are two. There are two worlds.
With the original timeline of all the original games, and then the ones with Mega Evolutions, like, oh man, I miss Mega Evolutions now.
Oh god, that's right. There's an alternate, like, there's an entire like alternate universe.
With like Let's Go or Soul M in it.
Can we just nuke that universe? Can we just pretend that never happened? Can we just go back to
We did.
oh
Because there's no Megas anymore. They don't exist.
oh it's yeah, but it's gonna be weird because yeah, but they're finding ways around it, aren't they? Like Mega Evolutions don't exist anymore, but at the same time they keep finding excuses to bring stuff like that in. Like we had
Yeah.
weird Z type stuff that happened in Sun and Moon, which was like energy erupting from the planet. Yeah.
So
It's good.
giant Pokemon.
It is here we go. A history lesson from Bulbapedia here. It is said in many Sinnoh legends that the universe, Pokemon world included, was created by a single Pokemon, Arceus. In a void of nothingness, a single egg came into being. So we now know what came before the universe, what came before nothing, an egg. And then the egg hatched and Arceus was just there, and he went, "Nah, man, I'm gonna create time, space, and the fucking devil."
Then create everything else later on.
Giratina is literally the devil. I think he literally just made the devil and was like, "Yep, that's one of the first things I'm gonna make in my life."
Yeah.
I love it. I love everything about it. I don't because it hurts my head, but that's fine. You know, sometimes we don't need heads to be good brain.
So like Giratina has just reminded me of the distortion world in Platinum. It's like, oh god, all the gravity changing. It's like, no. This is hurting.
Well, that's the thing. If you're going to bring, I feel like if you're going to bring Arceus and Giratina into this, you're going to have to bring the distortion world in some way, shape, or form. Because that's the one thing that really annoyed me about the remix of Brilliant Diamonds and Shining Pearl. I hope I got that the right way around.
Yeah.
Was the lack of, because they got rid of all the platinum stuff. No distortion world.
Kinda is.
Like, it's sort of there. Like they have a cutscene.
Yeah, it's like Giratina is now in his shadow form. Level 100, you can't catch it or nothing. It's like, thanks.
Yeah. It's sort of like you do like the tiniest puzzle in the world in the distortion world, and then you just pop out. And he's literally just there. Like, yo, what's up? I'm
Come and fight me and
Giratina.
kill me.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna pop out. That's it. You don't need to do anything else in the distortion world. It's like, yes, there was this whole weird like backflipping nonsense that happened in Platinum, and that was awesome. Like it made you literally think on your head. But yeah. Oh well. I mean, it's just we're never gonna get platinum again. Platinum's happened. Like when they were saying that they're going to be remaking, Yeah, when they said that they're going to be remaking this generation, I really wanted Platinum so bad. But it's fine, you know? We live, we move on, and we pretend that it was never remade. But
Would have even settled for going back to the Spear Pill and having Cyrus getting captured by Giratina, even if that was imposed.
yeah, just
Just anything for it.
I mean, they've got like it's sort of a bit like the Romana's Park,
Yeah.
but that is where Giratina is. But yeah, I mean, you have to go to it's like Turnback Cave. Is that where Giratina is in the new one? Like, I'm pretty sure that's where he was in like Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, I think
Like,
so.
slapped him in a cave randomly, and it was just like, oh, you can get him there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I am actually going to just do a stream at some point where I just play the majority of like Platinum, just
Yeah.
just to be like, hey guys, remember this? This is a good game. Everyone, please play Platinum. Please ignore the remix that happened. But yeah, I mean, if you could have any generation of Pokemon remade, what would it be?
Probably have to be either Black and White or Black and White 2.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel like that because that was a generation that received a lot of love after it came out.
Yeah.
I remember getting. I've got a funny story about this actually. I got Pokemon. I thought I got Pokemon Black. I had the case for Pokemon Black, so I went into game when they were still thriving. And I
Yeah.
picked up Pokemon Black, and then when I came back, inside was the cartridge for Pokemon White.
Oh,
So
yeah, I guess that's a better deal.
someone, yeah, like someone in like a distribution center somewhere decided to screw me over, and it's funny anyway because the idea of like the black and white thing is that like whichever case you got like the opposite color of Pokemon as a legend.
Yeah.
So
And then,
technically, I got the appropriate one.
and then just switched it around for the sequels. Like, yeah, we're gonna fix this.
Oh, that could be a fun one to stream at some point. I'd love to
Yeah.
do. I'd love to do a proper Pokemon stream at some point like that. But
And
yeah, black and white. I do remember really liking them. They tried their hand at actually doing a proper story for a change, which I feel like I don't like. Diamond and Pearl came close, like really close. I like Diamond and
yeah,
Pearl story. I just think that's paced really weirdly. Um, but
Black and White came
it's
around.
yeah, it's the opportunity. I think that's partially what it is, right? So you have the opportunity to tell these really cool stories in this world, especially in the Sinnoh region. The Sinnoh region seems to be like the most interesting place in the entire universe when it comes to Pokemon. And then you've got everyone calling back to. I say that, but we haven't seen Johto in ages. I don't think we have
You think
anyway.
about it.
That could be an interesting generation to remake. You know, we could. I mean, I say that, but we did have Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and they were perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh, a plane. It's on a mad dash. Maybe it's a new delivery service. Well, that happened. I thought the house was going to get hit. I'm still alive. But yeah, we had Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and yeah, they were perfection. So maybe doing although I say maybe doing a remake on that's a bad idea, but at this point I feel like I
Make
can't
a
think of
remake
real.
of a remake.
Yeah, I can't really think of where else they could go with it. Like we've already got Let's Go. Maybe they could do a Let's Go of it because I wasn't opposed to Let's Go Pikachu. or
Yeah.
EV. I thought that like for just standalone, like a spin-off, it was cool enough. But right. I'm gonna, because there's probably something I'm missing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all of the generations lined up, and I'm gonna see if there's like a single one that's been like underappreciated or undervalued at the moment.
Yeah.
Pokemon generations, and it's gonna bring up.
Halo
Oh,
anime shorts.
yeah, I was gonna say it didn't do that for the first thing though. Oh, Ruby and Sapphire. Oh, we had Alpha. Yeah, no, scratch that out. I got really excited for no reason then.
I think the next one's line is black and white, if anything. Because all the others have
Yeah,
been remade.
yeah, because we had Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I feel like Nintendo are never going to do DS ports at this rate for the Switch. I just think that's a
I think
given
so.
now. But it's weird because they did. Well, Capcom did Mega Man ZX and ZX Advent as
Yeah.
console ports, and they worked really well as like an upscaled high end like HD DS port on consoles. I think that worked really well. So especially considering that like. I mean, you have the Pokédex, which you only really need to like reduce to like a button.
Yeah.
So maybe nah, it's not gonna happen. Okay, what else do we have? Yeah. So black and white, you're probably bang on about that.
Yeah.
God, 2010.
Hey.
Jesus. it's been 12 years since black and white, and it's been 9 years. What the hell am I on about? It's been 11 years since. No, it's been 10 years since Black and White 2.
Still
my
to this day,
God.
I listen to the soundtrack when I'm doing anything.
Oh,
It's
it's a
that much
bop.
of a bop.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's wow. They have gone back over themselves a lot. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about it the other day. I say the other day. The other day can range from anywhere between the last few days to like the last few years. I was thinking about the possibility of doing a Pokemon game that merges all the regions together, and instead of doing it like gold and silver style, where you just finish a region and then they're like, "Hey, you can explore this entire region over here." What they could do is have it be a progression thing.
Yeah.
So like you go to each region and then it progress. Oh, maybe it could be a bit like okay, hear me out when I say this. Skyrim. And by that I mean you choose a starting location in the region, but there is a story that takes you all the way around the region, and then eventually you go to, I don't know, like say somewhere nostalgic like the original Battlefront tier,
Yeah.
and then
Like, you'd be needing to use fly quite a lot if that was going to happen.
I feel like that they could come up with like maybe Red's the villain, and over the many years he's grown an obsession with protecting Pokemon to the point where he's become what he fought against. So he's actually trying to capture all of the Pokemon. So he like convinces like this cult of people to like start like I don't know, like airships around the center of this large map, so you couldn't fly towards him.
Yeah.
Do things like that. So I do think that like it doesn't take too much of an imagination to come up with a creative way to write around that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I do feel like that we've got the technology now as well to do. I feel like that had the technology for ages actually to do like a full scale like image of what the Pokemon world looks like. Because I feel like that at this point, there are only so many more islands you could actually add to the Pokemon world. Pokemon world map. Let's have a look at this. Yeah,
It's
like
not
literally.
plus ones.
Yeah, I mean, like just at this point, there are there's it's around where like Unova and Alima are, and the Kalos region. There's like a big region up there that no one knows about. A region north of Kanto as well, but that's it. Like we know where
Yeah.
everywhere else is. We've mapped out the world at this point. My God, the Galar region was way bigger than I thought it was.
It's
It
based on
looks,
the UK. Whoop, whoop.
yeah, and it looks. The map looks. It actually looks how it feels, like it's a one direction, like one road. Oh,
Yeah, it was.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, there are other regions that can be used here, I guess. Like you've got Johto, Kanto. Okay, that's done. The region of Ore, has that been explored yet? Region. Oh, that was in Colosseum, right? Got yeah. So okay, the majority of these regions have been explored in games then. So we've only got 2 regions left in the world map that have yet to be explored.
Yeah.
But we do have the shape of the world lined out at this point. So yeah, I say go for it. Maybe have it be something like you start out in one of the outer regions. So you start out in either Galar, Kalos, or just yeah, it'll be Galar, Kalos, or let's say for the fun of it, like one of the Colosseum regions, right? Just to be like, hey guys, guess what? You can now explore a Colosseum region as if it was a proper Pokemon game. Although Pokemon XD did happen.
No, it wasn't exactly well liked.
Yeah, it was weird. I give it that. I think I need to replay it at some point just to get a proper opinion on it because it's been a very very long time.
Yeah.
I think that I don't even did I finish it? I must have finished it because I remember what the ending was. But yeah, maybe having it set in like somewhere like that in. I say that, but Or is directly by Kanto, and I feel like that Kanto should be like the place where it all ends.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's
Well,
so
you have to talk
true.
Gary and Giovanni again.
Yeah. Oh my god. Sinnoh just sticks out like a sore thumb. Pokemon Island, that's where it could end. We could have a battle with Mewtwo and say like, yeah, you can properly actually you can capture Mewtwo. It's not a lie this time, we promise. All of these region names. Therum? Therum is the Pokemon region from Pokemon Tournament. Wait. Tournament is the weird Tekken Pokemon game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm scared to type this in now, but Pokemon game list. Or just look at all the spin-offs and just think about like a really obscure Pokemon game we could come up with at this point. So there's
we'll give you ideas here.
Oh no. Yeah, they better pay us royalties for this. Copyright, Scott and Jason, right? Okay. Come at us, bro. These are all the mainline games. I don't want all the mainline games. I want them spin-offs, yo.
Give us the good stuff.
Yeah, here we go. Side games. So we got Pokemon Monster Stadium, which is whoa, we got Pokemon Stadium and then we've got Pocket Monster Stadium, and they're actually 2 separate games. One of them isn't a localization. They are 2 different games. Okay.
Ooh.
That's a bit weird. Okay, and the stadium games, I think we already established that they take place in the Ore region. Let's type in region. It doesn't say. I assume it takes place in the Ore region because I know that one of the Pokemon Stadium games does, and so does XD. We also have Colosseum. That takes place in the Ore region. God, remember when they were actually trying to make home console Pokemon games?
Yeah. I want to
And
say
they were.
Pokemon Ranger.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You've opened a vortex in my head.
Oh no.
Oh, those were the
This guy
days.
was trying to catch things.
I broke my Pokemon Rangers cartridge and I was so annoyed. Like, I didn't beat it. I got like a quarter of the way through the game and it started picking up and it's like, hell yeah, this is actually really cool. And then I broke the cartridge somehow.
No.
Oh, and then I got the sequel and everything was okay. God, Battle Revolution. I've still got that around here somewhere. God, that's where all my original Pokemon Platinum Pokemon are at the moment. They're just chilling out in a Wii game. Pokemon. Oh, Pokepark and Poke Ranch.
Ooh.
Oh my god, WiiWare games. Jesus.
No, it's sequel Pokepark 2.
Yeah. Oh my god, we had a Pokemon Pinball game. We had a sequel to the Pokemon Pinball game. It was so successful, we made another one. Of course, the entire Mystery Dungeon series, which I
bit hit and miss for them.
Yeah, a lot of people were having to go at Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX for being like not that innovative. Like it's the same as the original games, but it was a remake. I don't really have too much of a problem if a remake is like so similar to it that it just exists for you to be able to play it on modern consoles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it peaked with what was it called? It peaked with here we go. Explorers of Sky. Like I spent so many hours on that. Although I don't know what the general consensus was. Oh, that was mixed. Interesting. Maybe it's just because I haven't played too many of the Pokemon Dungeon games. Mystery Dungeon games. Did you know that Mystery Dungeon is actually its own thing? Like, it's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is actually a spin-off of not just Pokemon, but a series called Mystery Dungeon.
No?
Yeah, this like blew my mind recently. I was thinking about this going. I just looked it up and I went, what? And it says similar to other Mystery Dungeon games on the wiki page, and I clicked on it and went, wait, what does that mean? And they've got all sorts on here. Like they've got Dragon Quest Mystery Dungeon, Shiren the Wanderer, like really obscure titles, Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. Of course they do, because they announced this at like a direct ages ago. My brain just for some reason didn't acknowledge that they have a Final Fantasy Mystery Dungeon game. I would have been all over that. Oh my goodness. And then we have a Train Odyssey, which I don't know what that is, but that's got a Mystery Dungeon game. So yeah, it's not exclusive to Pokemon, which is really weird.
Well, you know, it's basic form of game you can do, RPGs and stuff.
Yeah, the proper old-fashioned dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
One that gives me nightmares because every time you take a step, the world moves forward. It's like the super hot ripped off Mystery Dungeon. Damn it! It's all confirmed. I knew it. My God, I'm learning so much new stuff today. There was a third Pokemon Rangers game. What? Guardian Signs? Was this past my prime? Did I 2010? What Pokemon game came out? Well, it was towards 2011. But what Pokemon game came out around 2000? Oh, it was Black and White.
Black and White.
Yeah, so
It's got all the shadow debate.
oh my God, it would have been around the time when I started easing out of my initial Pokemon phase, and before I went back into it again later on. But that is, God, like I've got some catching up to do. It's clear. We are going to get Pokemon Smile if it's the last thing on this earth.
Pokemon Snap.
Oh, that was weird. That was so weird. Like the first one I could understand, but the Switch version was just a port, and it just happened, and it was Professor Oak's comments.
And having this little Polaroid and sending the actual snaps she took too. He's like, why would you want to do that?
You had to jump through so many loops to get that as well. It was Hey You Pikachu, that's all we need. Oh, they made two of them, didn't they? They made Hey You Pikachu, and then they made Pokemon Channel, which was its sequel. We need Hey You Pikachu 2. That's all I'm saying. A true sequel. None of the spin-off shit. We need a true sequel, and we need it to become the new mainline Pokemon series. Where it's just people talking. Oh, it's just people talking to their TV screens, going Pikachu. That's the state of our world. I've been in lockdown for so long. Pikachu.
How much do you think say it costs? 50 quid? Yeah. Best price.
My goodness. Like, I know that the majority of like the spin-off titles have like mixed reviews, but there is like this calling inside of me that whenever I see a new entry to a series that I've been playing for ages, I'm like, I need to try it. Like, there's a whole host of Pokemon PC games. We've got Trading Card Game Online, which is it still going? Pokemon.
Because they're still selling cards and things left and right.
Yeah, I know the actual card, the card game itself is still going, but I'm wondering if the online browser version is going, because I've got some really obscure old Pokemon cards when they were all common. Oh my god, it's still here! What is this? Oh, I could download it. It's an application, and it's been updated recently. What? Oh my! Yeah, but to be fair, the rules of this thing are probably apeshit at the moment. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh!
Probably.
In order to play the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, you actually need a motorbike this time. So many devs.
All 5 parts of Exodia before you can get into turn. It's like, why?
That's it. Like, there's no death state. The only way you can actually beat a single game of Yu-Gi-Oh! From this point forward is now you just need to find Exodia. I only own one piece of Exodia, though. Tough. You'll be playing forever. You must use your credit card information.
If you want the other 4.
Oh my god. Please enter in your health card details.
Oh god.
What's your national insurance number? I'm just going to type it into to Yu-Gi-Oh! So I can start playing. Existing players for Pokemon Trading Card Game Online will be able to transfer their account in game data to Pokemon Trading Card Game Live upon release. There's a sequel to this game being made as well.
What?
My god.
What's happening with Pokemon Sleep? Is that ever going to be a thing?
Oh my god. Your memory. I need it.
It's like 3 years ago, this one weird thing just came on.
That's right.
It's been heard.
Gameplay. The game tracks the amount of time. So it's not out yet. It's still on TBA. The game tracks the amount of time a user sleeps using the accelerometer of the external Pokemon Go Plus accessory. So you have to buy the Pokemon Go Plus accessory from way back in like 2000 and was it 2019? Yeah, it's gonna be like they're gonna be charging like 50 quid for it at the moment. And it communicates the data to a mobile phone, so it basically just checks if you're sleeping. It will turn sleeping into entertainment. How? How does that work? Oh my god! Like the more you sleep, the better you do at the game. So if I get comatose, is it the equivalent of giving myself a rare candy?
Probably.
Oh my god, the world champion's here.
Gets into when you come gets a legendary Pokemon.
You yourself transform into a legendary Pokemon after that much sleep.
Oh god.
You wake up and you're like, I am now Arceus. I have been reborn into this mortal coil.
Been sleeping for 1,000 years.
And they're like,
However
oh,
long this
okay, well.
podcast is.
And they're like, oh, okay, so you're here now. So what you're gonna do? And then you pull out a Pokemon trading card deck, and it's like, I will kill all of you. No. Everyone, be careful. He's got a Bidoof from 2005. Run.
What's that gonna do?
Oh. Let's have a look. Bidoof rare trading card. I want to see if we can get a rare trading card for Bidoof. Oh my god! Look at this 3D scary looking monstrosity. Hang on. Oh my god! It's not even rendering properly. Pokemon prices. I want to have a look at the price of this Bidoof.
Oh boy.
Oh god, the picture won't load. the website's dead. It's too expensive. It's the highest amount someone's paid for it is £16.61. $16. That's
I'd say 60.
my good. Well, one day, you know,
Almost Rainbow Charizard territory with its 300.
there's low quality, just monstrosity. What? Why does it have different abilities depending on which card you get? One of them's got like Drench.
Yeah.
One of them's got Amnesia. I feel like that's a bad thing to have. Wait, what? This one's level 10, and the one I sent you's like dead.
Just dead on the inside.
It's weird. I remember collecting Pokemon trading cards. I remember being really addicted to that when I was younger.
Yeah.
I had like binders filled with them. I wouldn't actually play them because I didn't know how. But I remember having them being like, I did it. I made it in life. I'm cool now. And everyone else was collecting match attacks. Remember match attacks?
They were a thing, right?
Oh my god. Shall I check if they're still going? That'll be interesting. Do we have an online match attacks trading card video game? Is it still going? Oh my god. No way. No way!
No.
The sticker trading card game is still going.
Doing that stupid magazine with the different things.
Oh my god. Match Attacks Extra is available to pre-order now. Oh, we're going straight to UK Tops. How much? £48. Sign me and the rest of the team up. Launch bundle. Hell yeah. The launch bundle could.
Bakugan and things.
Oh my goodness. They're probably still going as well.
Probably.
Remember, what was it called? Was it Dragon? Oh my god. What was it called? Dragon something. No, Dinosaur. It was Dinosaur.
King.
Oh my god.
That was the stuff.
European Dinosaur King is still going. No, I'm checking this out. It's Dinosaur King. Like what?
They made trading cards, yep.
They not only made trading cards. Did you know that they're still making the anime?
What? I watched the entire thing. It's like they completely finished the whole story, everything.
What the fuck is my life? Right, Wikipedia. I'm going on Wikipedia. I'm deep diving this crap.
After the amount of times everyone kept telling us not to go there, you're going there.
Oh, 4Kids did like a redub of it, and then what? It's what? It's being re-released, but they keep redubbing it. So there's only the 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the name: Ancient Rulers, Dinosaur King, D's Kids Adventure, Pterosaur Legend. Imagine trying to introduce that to kid. What's your favorite TV show when you were growing up? It's just falls over, foaming at the mouth. No cards.
He wants to know his favorites.
I want to see. Are they new? Cards new. I want to see if they're still going. How much are they on Amazon? Currently unknown. They're so rare that the starting pack is unknown. Okay, let's.
And then there was the whole DS game. It's like,
Oh
we're
yeah,
gonna make it about rock, paper, scissors. Why?
You turn dinosaurs into a playground game. It's dinosaurs. I want it to be cool. What was I typing in before? Oh yeah, you reminded me. Bakugan. That's right, Bakugan. You reckon that's still going? I know that the anime's like it's
Been
gone.
redone all over the place.
Oh yeah, yeah. It had its final season. That was a weird show. That was a bit like oh god, I'm in a. I've been thrown down the well. Is it Inazuma 11? Yeah. Where
The football
it's
thing.
it started out just fine, and then the second season was like, by the way, aliens. Was it that, or was it something else? No,
Gondolian
no, it.
invaders were back on.
Yeah, I remember that, but I remember something really. Oh, it was in Azuma 11 with like the cliffhanger of like the first season. Like they do this like story throughout the entire first season where everything's just chill. Everyone's playing football. They've all got these special powers and stuff. But it was like really just like it was essentially what if football players had superpowers, and then right at the end it's just like, oh, by the way, like in like the very last scene of the first season, it was like, oh, by the way, aliens are responsible, and then it just cuts to black, and then yeah, the entire second season onwards is just about them trying to fight aliens through the power of football. Oh god, no, I need to stop remembering things. Galactic football.
Oh no, we're going too far.
that was weird. The Snow Kids, yep. And they had like sponsorship deals and stuff. They had 3 seasons of Galactic Football. There was like an affair. I remember this. It was so weird. There was like people cheating on each other, and God, that was in the days of Toonami. When the UK had Toonami. Ah,
Back when you could put on saying do whatever you wanted in them.
yeah, back in the days of when you could have an episode of Naruto during its second season when literally someone just like gets their head decapitated, and then Disney bought the channel and they were like, "Oh, we didn't realize."
Whoops.
Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko, strong and powerful. And then they did like a live action series of that as well. Or was it? Yeah, Code Lyoko Evolution. My God, life is weird, and I think
Yes,
that it's got its problems. This is such an obscure. Like it was, we got onto this because of the trading cards, right? That's how all this began. My God, it's just what the fuck.
is the world coming to?
Trading card anime. I'm gonna go down the okay,
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh
no.
card fight, which is the rip-off of Yu-Gi-Oh. Not really. It's just weird. I didn't really watch too much of it, but I know that they try to make What If Yu-Gi-Oh was more adult, and it was with Duel Masters. Yep, Bakugan. Yep. No, it peaks at Yu-Gi-Oh. That's why it peaks.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh GX Generation. That's where it peaked at my childhood. When the words "Get Your Game On" were introduced into my life, everything changed. Yeah. Just right. Nostalgic anime. There we go. We've opened up a whole new topic now.
Here we go.
Gen Z. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. Bleach is coming back this year.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm one of 10 people that are excited for it.
My boy Ichigo getting the big screen again.
I'm just. I need it. I need it now.
Yeah.
I started rewatching Bleach again last year because I had a bit of a renaissance of that sort of stuff, a bit of a reminiscing, and I remember being like, "Oh my god, it's happening! It's happening, folks! It's here!" And that trailer, like they did, was it Kill the Witch, which was the spin-off of Bleach? They turned that into a film. It was pretty good, but it doesn't take away from the fact that my boy Ichigo didn't get his final scene.
Yeah. I need my little boy plushie corn. If he's not in it,
Oh. One anime that people need to stay clear of. I don't mean stay clear of as in don't watch. I mean just don't remake. It's the melancholy of Haru. What's his Sushumi. Words. Just don't remake it. It was beautiful. It was scary. But God knows that was a good one. And we forget that Boron High School existed. We forget that a lot of these things existed. Actually, that's probably for the best. High School DxD never happened, right?
oh, that's a thing.
It's still going, isn't it? That's so.
Of its fourth season, it's like, what did you do?
Why is this a thing? Why are you still making this?
It's like season 1 for 3. Yeah, pretty decent artwork. Then 4 is like, what happened?
Whenever I open up Crunchyroll to watch anything, it just pops up and it's like, I don't want to watch you.
Come on, you know you want.
No, I'm going to cry to Attack on Titan each and every single week instead. I'm just going to burst into tears. I know how it ends. I've read the manga, but it doesn't make it any less heartbreaking. Although the anime's
we can do
been
this.
the anime's been doing
That's
some pretty big shifts in terms of like how they've adapted the final arc. I have no problems against that, but it still seems like it's heading in the same direction. But I'm gonna be really interested in how the people that have only watched the anime are going to fare the ending. So, have you read the manga at all?
First season of Attack on Titan.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you've read that arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you up to date on the anime, or are you close, or have you? Is Attack on Titan an anime you like? You're interested in?
Sort of just restarted watching it last week.
Awesome. Well, I can tell you that it's one of those anime that it gets better and better and better and better and better and better. Like literally, like script wise, it's Game of Thrones at the moment. It's insanity. And with the first 3 seasons of Game of Thrones, that's where it's at the moment. But I hope that no spoilers for you or for anyone listening. But the manga ends. It goes towards. It doesn't. It's not that it ends. In the last arc, it introduces this like new thing, and initially it makes you go cross-eyed. But if you stick with it, there's payoff. But my god, it's like if halfway through Pokemon, like an anime of Pokemon, they just introduced like I don't know, like the Pokemon Holocaust out of nowhere. Like it's just like something really like off kilter. Like what the fuck is this doing in the show? Attack on Titan does something similar, except not like that. Like it's not like how can I describe it? It's like genre bending. That's what I want to say, but to like an extreme.
Because having literal legends fight in a city isn't that.
You see, the thing is, that's you get all the way through like to the 4th season of Attack on Titan, and you're there like, yeah, you know what? It's set up its premise and it's grounded within its premise.
Yeah.
But for the final arc, it's going to do something, and I really want to see what people's opinions are on it when it happens. I'm there watching it on a weekly basis at the moment, wait for the next episode to come out, and I'm just like, it's going to happen, and I know it's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, we're getting some like I feel like we're getting like a resurgence of anime now. Like we're getting back into the cool stuff. We're getting Overlord season 4 coming out soon with a film.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've missed it. I really have.
Kind of abruptly ended with season 3. It's like, oh yeah, he wants this town. Now
yeah, it was. It's. I know that it's got a lot to do with the fact that the series is based off of a manga, which is based off of a light novel series, and the light novel series, like the rate it's coming out, like the author's taking his time with it,
yeah.
because we've only got. Yeah, we've only got 13 light novel volumes at the moment, which you would think would be a lot of material to adapt, but they generally go through them like they go through them for like 3 to 4 at a time. So they are
one episode's like, oh, we'll take some from this, some from this.
yeah,
Scrap that
it's eating them up. Like the Lizard Men was like volume 4, so that's when the second season happened, and then we had, I want to say, the 2 leaders. I think that's when this one's going to start. Although the Avengers: The Large Tomb, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird where all of this is like being flown around at the moment. But I'm really glad that like anime like that are coming back. Now all they need to do is just get the original team for Berserk and then finish it off, and then we can forget that the other Berserk happened. I didn't hate the new Berserk. I just Guts is just weird. He just doesn't do it for me in this one. Rewatching those like that first ever series of Berserk, the first series of Berserk that came out, watching that and then comparing it to like what they're doing with it at the moment, it's all right, but it's so inferior. Like they took away all the grit, all the gravitas. You know, that fear that anyone can die at any moment, and they just turned it into a Hollywood edition of it.
Yeah.
But it's all good, you know, because I have faith that we can get some genuinely good stuff eventually out of this sort of stuff, because we live in a world where shows like Fairy Tail have ended. And when something like that, when a shonen has ended, there's hope. Because I like Fairy Tail. I loved Naruto. I loved Naruto Shippuden even more. I still stand by that Naruto Shippuden is the best anime ever made. Everyone can come at me on that one. But the fact that it actually ended, you know, it brought some hope, because it's like, okay, they're not just going to drag this on forever.
Yeah, it's like, we've completely erased the guilds. Everyone's gone to their own things.
Yeah.
Now what?
And by the feels of things, Boruto isn't too far off. Like, it feels like it's going to be a one-off story.
Yeah.
we're getting close at the moment. Because they're doing the anime was a really weird thing for Boruto, because I don't know if you know the way that how the anime works in comparison to the manga.
Really?
So the manga takes place after the Boruto film that happened and everything going forward, whereas a large part of the anime is a prequel. So you read the manga to get up to date, and you watch the prequel to find out how things happened up to that point. So when you read like a volume of the manga, it's like, okay, so that arc's done. Now we're going to do a new arc in the manga. The anime will do like 50 episodes in between manga arcs of just like, this is what happened in between. And everyone's just sitting there like, get on with it. I've seen this is meant to be like it's really funny as well, because whenever they do whenever they get on to doing like a legitimate story arc for Boruto, involving the manga, you can tell the difference, because the anime only arcs are so light. They're so like, huzzah! Everyone's happy. Look at the world going by. Isn't it good? Oh, hijinks and shoes. And then whenever they adapt the manga arc, it's like World War III is happening. It's right around the corner. People are dying. Main characters are dying here. And then it goes back to a filler arc, and he's like, oh, we gotta catch the cat. We gotta get the cat. Who wrote it? Yeah. Anyway. I think we've done a nice meaty episode this week.
Yeah.
I think that we can call this another Banter on the Bench. We'll call this Banter on the Bench 2. That's what we'll do. Because this was us rambling. But it's been a pleasure.
As it always is.
Yeah. And we will see you guys next week. We didn't leave much room for a sponsor segment, but I'll figure it out. I'll do it in post. It'll be fine. Anyway. Yeah, adios.
See you all in the next one.